Hi everyone, my name's Scott with Great Lakes Marine Technology. We are an elite dealer for the Dockmate remote control system, and I'm here today to give you an introduction into how that system can integrate with your existing boat today. The Dockmate remote control system actually focuses on integration with your existing controls at your helm. So for instance, this throttle shift, your bow and stern thruster, anchor controls, anchor windlass controls, we could do up to 2. Basically, it takes all of those components and puts them into a small wireless form factor like this, and gives you the capability where you can move anywhere on your boat to try bow, stern, just so you have maximized visibility and have complete control of your boat. For instance, we're out here on this boat and there's many obstructions, like we have a pillar here that's hard to see. The boat sits up a little bit higher. I have a visibility issue trying to see the dock down below. And also there is a large swim platform on the back of this boat that is very challenging to see from the helm. And basically what I can do is take the helm with me in this remote control device and walk back to the stern, see what I need to see, but have complete control of engines, bow and stern thruster. Also, if I'm trying to set an anchor, I could drop an anchor if I need to. There's a world of different features that we're going to discuss here shortly, but basically the Dockmate remote control system makes your boating much more enjoyable and less stressful. Okay, we're going to take a look at the remotes now. The one I'm holding today is the Dockmate Twist. Dockmate Twist is your joystick functionality, as you can see. This gives you that, most like the newer boats have. Most of them are coming with joysticks today. This can take a boat that is non-joystick as well and turn it into a joystick configuration as well. This joystick also has some added features into it where we can add proportional throttle, and then also DPS functionality, which we can talk about a little bit later, where we can add DPS to a boat that does not currently have it today. Going from top to bottom, the remote itself, we have anchor functionality where we can control up to 2 anchors or windlass. Sometimes we have folks who have an anchor control in the front, and they also control their cable master, which is typically in the rear of the boat. Continuing down through here, we have our status lights, and of course we can control the bow and stern thruster individually with these arrows here. But remember, we also have bow thruster and stern thruster functionality in the joystick as well. So if you do a press to the side, you will be able to move the boat completely sideways with a bow and stern thruster. Or for those of you who have a bow thruster and do not have a stern thruster, we also have the ability to add in the stern thruster simulator, where if you press sideways on this joystick, we can actually make the boat walk sideways, just like it had a stern thruster. We also have here is what we call the twin. The twin is a push button style. This is the more traditional style. A lot of people like this because basically it's laid out to where we have your port and starboard engines, bow and stern thruster. You have the capabilities here where you can control the engines individually. That functionality is also in the joystick as well, but this is more depicted that way, and some people enjoy that, the ability to know, okay, I'm definitely pressing, port or starboard and such. Going through some of the stuffs that are on the remote, as you can see from top to bottom, we do have our anchor functionality. We can control up to 2 anchors. Sometimes we actually control a cable master if you have a cable master in your boat today. Top one, we control the bow thruster individually. And then of course we have the individual engines for reverse. And then we have a stern thruster. We also have horn capability. So if you're out, you're maneuvering, you're at the bow, and for any reason, someone's getting close to you, you need to get their attention, you can also hit the horn and let them know, hey, I need you to pay attention here. Jumping back to the joystick real quick. Joystick has the same functionality, all the functionality that the twin has, but the twist has exactly that. It has the twist capability to do to twist your boat in either direction. We got forward, verse, diagonal, and twist, and of course bow and stern thruster functionality is available as well. Anchor, same as the twin, and we do have a horn function where we press down on the joystick to do that. Also with the twist, we do have the ability to enable our new Dockmate DPS functionality, which we can talk about a little bit later. Another major benefit of the Dockmate remote control system is actually the install process. Typically, a technician can install a Dockmate system within 2 to 3 hours, and then it's followed up with about an hour and a half sea trial where we optimize and customize the Dockmate system to your boat and your preferences. And one of the reasons why we can do that so quickly is that Dockmate has engineered cables and connections that are based on factory plugs. So there's no splicing of wires. We don't break into engine wiring harnesses or break into your controls or anything like that and splice any kind of wires. Everything is basically plug and play. And basically makes it quickly for the technicians to get it up and running and makes it safe and convenient for the customer. Another feature that Dockmate has available is stern thruster simulator. Basically what we do is, if for those of you who just have a bow thruster, but you want to have that ability like you have a bow and stern thruster and move the boat sideways, we can actually program the remote control system and dial it in with the Dockmate software to give you that stern thruster simulator. So a lot of people maybe used the term crab walk before, but basically a combination of crab walk is using two hands, a little bit of throttle for reverse, forward, and also using your bow thruster at the same time. Basically what we can take all of those actions that you've tried to done at the helm, and we can put it into a simple solution of pushing the joystick sideways. So all of that can be programmed in the remote and basically give you that action of just like you had a bow and stern thruster for those of you who just have the bow thruster. Now we're going to talk about thruster hold technology. So thruster hold technology, for those of you who have bow and stern proportional thrusters, is built into the remote control system. So basically what you do is you can activate thruster hold technology when you're at the dock and put a percentage of the thrust to keep you up against the dock while you're tying up the boat. Now we're going to talk about proportional throttle. Proportional throttle is available in the Vector and Twist models. Basically, proportional throttle is we can give you a range of throttle within the remote based on how hard you're pressing the joystick. Essentially, what you do is we take, during the sea trial process and the configuration process, we take the customer out and we get a range of throttle that they might need. We're not trying to do any kind of full throttle, get the boat on plane or anything like that. Basically, what we want to do is give you enough to deal with any kind of like elements, or maybe if you have to make a quick stop when you're trying to docking, we can give you that throttle for that extra insurance that you need just to make those quick movements. So essentially how that works in this remote is we'll give you a range within the remote where if you initially press the remote forward like this, you'll get the boat into gear, and the harder you press will increase the percentage of the throttle up to a certain limit that we agree on with the customer during the configuration process. All right, so now I want to talk about soft docking. Soft docking is a feature that Dockmate has put in place for those of you that have a little bit of a challenge of trying to, basically put your boat into gear, take it back out quickly. So for instance, a lot of times boat owners are used to typically taking their shifter and popping in, popping out real quick. And it's more of like a timing, a mental note that you have that, and a feel that you've taken. You say, okay, I know that I need to throw this in quickly and pack it out real quickly to get myself a little bit of a bump when I'm at the dock, because I only want to go a foot or two and I don't want that full engagement in gear. Basically what we do is we program that feeling that you have with your boat into the remote so you get a consistent feel all the time. Many times customers may go grab their throttle, throw it in, or maybe they get distracted for a half a second, they leave it a little longer than they want to. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to take that best feeling that you've had, we're going to program it right in the remote. So when you press that joystick one time like that, you will get the same consistent bump every time. We have the capability of making it a large bump, a small bump, it's whatever the customer's preference is. And also we can adapt to many different configurations on boats, big engines, small engines, large props, small props, that kind of thing. But basically soft docking, when it comes to docking, takes a lot of the lunging that a lot of customers experience on their boat. All right, now let's talk about the quality. So basically the twist remote that I have here, it's IP67, so it is waterproof. It will float. It is, as you can see, the buttons here are basically, it's not a button where it can fill up with water or anything like that. Basically not recessed in any way or any shape or form like that. It has a good rubber grip texture quality, so basically you're not losing this in your hand, you're not out there and it slips out, anything like that. Also within these remotes, we are a two-way communication wireless system. So why is that important? So basically, if you consider some of your wireless remotes, or think about a remote control car or something like that, a lot of that stuff is kind of like a send it and forget it type thing. So a lot of wireless controllers, you want an action to move forward, it sends it. There's no confirmation that was received. Between the remote and the receiver itself, there is a two-way communication. So if I tell this remote to push this forward, it's going to say to the receiver, hey, I want the boat to move forward. And then the receiver acknowledges that and tells the remote. So they're both in communication with each other. So that gives you the ability to have status, status of the link of the remote, and a lot of other factors, safety features to prevent any kind of incidents occurring where no runaway from boats, no thruster runaway, anything like that. Also within the Dockmate wireless system, we have frequency hopping spread spectrum technology. And what does that mean? It means that we can change 6 channels 6 times per second. And so basically, if you were in an environment where you had a lot of wireless devices and one of the channels is congested, the frequency hopping spread spectrum technology allows you to pass through that channel quickly and gives you stability within the remote and reliability for the connection, so you don't have any dropouts or anything like that and interfere with your remote docking experience. Additionally, with the remote, we are wireless charging capability as well. So you can throw this on a wireless charging cradle, much like your smartphones today, and basically just charge it up without any extra additional cord. Thank you for taking the time with us today and checking out the Dockmate remote control system. If you're interested in seeing it firsthand or maybe taking a demo with the Dockmate system, please reach out to us at GreatLakesMarineTechnology.com.